It's taking a while. I don't know if we're live or not. Does anyone know? Leave it in the comments.
Everybody, and welcome back to another episode here of the Wish You Were Beer Show. Thank you so much for stopping by. As always, every week, we really appreciate it. This is a live beer review show. We do it every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
It is.
We do stream it here through YouTube. You can also find it on Facebook and Twitter if you prefer those platforms.
It's not on TikTok, though. But we're
not on TikTok. Apparently, 45 minutes is too long.
I think that's literally what they are trying to avoid.
We got some feedback. The kids aren't into it.
They don't want our TikTok live? No?
They were tired of going
They can send us coins.
If you look down at the bottom of the screen there, you can see all of our social medias. So make sure you follow along with us there as we post individual material from all of our beer travels and things that we like to complain about. At the top of the screen there, you can see our website as well, wishyouwerebeershow.com. Excuse me. If you ever want to catch up on all of our past episodes, go to our merch store, see what we got going on. That's a great place to start as well. So make sure you swing by there, check us out. Otherwise, just follow along with us. We do this every week. We have a beer every week. I mean, we have more than a beer every week. We have a lot of beers a week.
But it depends on who is asking.
That's correct. Yes. But we do have a beer live at least once a week.
I have one beer a week.
Okay.
I think your general demeanor currently says otherwise.
One beer a week. I have one beer an hour. Wait, what?
That makes better sense, actually.
That does, yep.
As always, if you don't know who we are, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. That is Phil. Phil is currently on his 42nd beer of the day, so I think it's going to be.
What you're talking about.
It's going to be an interesting show, to say the least.
So
don't worry, I'm in charge of this thing.
That's, you know what? I think that's what scares me the most is anytime we get into the waiting room prior to the show starting. Anytime Phil goes, man, I've been doing some day drinking. I'm like, fuck. Here we go. Because I know how to do some of these things.
Yeah.
It's not very seamless. It's very clunky if I am in control of it. So I'm always happy that Phil does it.
The worst was today around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I was like, I should probably text them. It's not going to go well. I literally knew that far in advance. I was like, I should let them know ahead of time that they might have to prep a few things.
Nah.
And you chose not to. So thank you.
I'm here.
But you made it, and that's all that counts.
Yeah.
That is all that counts.
Yep. And I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to be real smart about this.
What are you currently drinking?
It's one of those Heineken Zeros, I think. Right?
Is it?
I can't tell.
Nope, it's not.
It's a regular Heineken.
It's a regular old Heineken.
Is that one of those?
One of the mini ones.
I was going to say, it's the St. Martin size bottles, though.
Yeah. It's one of the 8 ouncers that makes your hands feel big.
Yeah, every time you pick one up, I'm like, holy shit. That perspective is weird.
Yeah. You're over here looking like Shaq.
I love it. Well, as we do every week here on the show, we do like to start the show with a little bit of beer news, something that we pull from the headlines of the beer or beer adjacent community. I think we even have a slide for it, I believe. Again, probably my favorite news slide of this season, so to speak. And like I said, this is just something that we try to do every week where we pull a little bit of news, headlines, something important going on in the beer world, something that may not have come across your news feed specifically if you aren't doing as many beer things as we do.
Got a real problem.
True story.
Of beer news.
Of beer news.
Yeah.
Just of beer
Very
news.
interested in the industry.
Yeah. So I found this one and I thought it was interesting. It's a relatively short piece because the actual owners haven't technically commented on this yet. But there's a rumor swirling around that the company that owns Guinness, who also owns a ton of other brands, is looking to basically offload the majority of their beer brands. They're going to keep Guinness, but they are stating that basically they're
like Kilkenny.
Kilkenny, Harp Lager, a lot of these like Irish style brands that are
Smithwick's.
Smithwick's.
Yeah.
They own all these brands, and they're looking to actually sell those off because based off of their numbers, they are the dragging the bottom of the lake. But I thought it was interesting because they stated that, yes, this is NPR. They stated that this was the bottom 14% of their portfolio last year, and it was only like 3.8 billion.
That's it.
That's all. We can't have those kind of shit numbers. Let's get rid of everything.
Well,
I spent the same thing on Heineken tonight. So
yeah, but it's interesting though, because we always talk about if maybe the craft beer world has reached like a plateau, or maybe it's kind of leveling off and it's not as popular as it once was during the real big boom of it. But it's interesting that 80% of their sales overall were more spirits. And I think that's one of those things that is always tricky, because I think spirits are always going to do well because they're a little more across the board with every generation versus like a craft beer. Like, you're not necessarily always going to have a 60-year-old who's used to drinking a single malt whiskey suddenly start drinking craft beer and get really into it. So it's
crazier things have happened, but
I think it could happen,
but it's not the average.
But it's not going to happen. It could, but it won't. But yeah, I thought it was interesting that much of their market was the spirit world versus some of those brands that are huge brands only accounting for that little dollar amount of their total like $80+ billion portfolio. Just crazy, man. Mm-hmm. I'm in the wrong line of work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Multiple billion-dollar corporations is what you're trying to get into,
right?
Okay,
that's more Daniel's thing.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like what you do or want to do.
Ooh. What is Katie bringing to the table right now? Do we have to cancel beer news? I'm wondering what this is.
So, a couple of things. There was a beer brand that was relatively large in the area that was in Norfolk.
Natty Ice.
Excuse me?
Nope. Was it Natty Ice?
No. They're huge in Norfolk, but mainly right around Old Dominion University.
Okay.
So there was a beer brand out there that started earlier in the game and has a really heavily distributed IPA that's very popular. They got into some hot water, ended up selling off. Yeah. Well, I know it's a brewing joke. So they got into some trouble, ended up selling off the brand, and there's a new brewery that's going to be overtaking that space, who has already followed in suit with some of the things that the other brewery already got in trouble for. I don't have all the details on it, and I haven't really looked into it, so I don't want to speak too much on it just in case.
Future beer news.
Yeah, we'll save it for beer news.
Everyone will chime in to see what our opinion on this is.
Correct. Otherwise, why are you even here?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You're only here because you love our opinion on things.
I mean, that's what I do for work, so I mean, might as well just keep doing it.
Might as well keep doing it for the show.
Yeah.
So yes. Speaking of life in general, if you haven't noticed, Tiffany is currently on the podium. That's
just not something she wears all the time.
No. Be cool if she did that.
I might wear this all day tomorrow at work.
Yeah.
I will not do that.
So, as you well know, we've brewed several beers with several different breweries. Earlier this year, we brewed a beer with Coastal Fermentory that was a Saison base. It was called Foeder Bait. We put that base in an actual foeder, and that
hence the name.
Hence the name Foeder Bait. The actual final version of it won't be out until next year because it's got to sit in the foeder for X amount of time. But they were nice enough to put the original base into the Veer Magazine Golden Tap Awards that happen every year here in coastal Virginia, and it won gold.
So our base for the beer we're actually trying to make won gold. But yeah. I will say that we may have probably messed the system up because I think we had a lot of people vote for us.
We didn't pad the numbers.
We didn't mess any system up. We played the game exactly as it was presented.
Correct. So yes, that is 2 years in a row with the Saison variant that we have brewed that has won an award.
Yep.
So wait, so if I was a brewery watching this show, I'm just letting you know that if you make a beer with us, there's a 50-50 chance it's going to win.
Yeah.
We have made 4 beers and we've got 2 awards for it.
Yeah. And 100% chance if it's a Saison.
Yeah, apparently we're batting 1,000 on those.
Daniel just throws his old dirty socks in there, and the thing just takes off.
You know what I like, Phil?
Wet horse blanket.
Wet horse blanket and dirty socks. So no, I just want to give a big shout out to Coastal. It was really cool of them to throw that beer into the ring, so to speak, and even better that we won it. So they were nice enough to give us one of the medals, because they give medals to all the brewers and stuff. So they saved one for us so that we can have it to hang on the wall. Or
I'm just gonna wear it every episode.
Yeah.
Looks great.
I'm also not gonna do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, if you want to get in early, we already have a shirt for this.
True story.
Yep.
They'll put it in my footer.
Which is the name of the whatever the end product beer.
Get it early before it sells out, because
before it flies off the shelf.
This one's taken off.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, that was a big night. That was cool. Those awards were on Tuesday night, and it's all the breweries from this area. Beer Magazine is a craft beer magazine that's in Virginia. So that was really cool, and yes. I was happy to get that text message. That's for sure.
Yeah, we were like, no way.
No
I thought
way.
everyone was joking, but like the whole like crew was like, oh my god, you guys won. So and yeah, I forgot to mention this on the front end of the show, but yes, we are playing trivia tonight. So if you're familiar with the show, we are going to play some trivia about the beer we're having and about the brand. So scrolling down there at the bottom of the screen, if you go to kahoot.it and put in our pin, our game pin number there, you can make a team name, you can play trivia with us, and it should be a blast. So please do that. Yeah.
Kevin, I'm not a scientist. I mean,
we don't have the internet right now because we're live on it, but you do. You could report back. That'd be great.
So that being said, let's talk about this beer that we're having tonight, though.
I am so excited for this.
Yes. So tonight we are doing a beer from Dust Bowl Brewing. They are out of Turlock, California. And if you haven't noticed, Phil doesn't have giant hands. I don't have tiny hands. This is a 19.2 ounce can.
This is our first, well, minus the free verse when we did the rebrand refresh with BBC. We haven't had a 19.2 on the show.
I.e., it's more alcohol. So good luck, Phil.
Yep.
If there was ever a night for us to do a 19,
this is the night.
This is the night.
Now, yes, this is Phil. Again, every time you come into that waiting room and you're in that stature, I'm like, boy, I'm so happy we have an IPA and it's a 19.2. Like, it always works out.
It's not like
a crazy when we're doing the 8 ounces. It's no.
It's only a 6.6%.
Correct. Phil, I think let's give everybody a minute to get through Kahoot, but I think you have another beer.
Oh my gosh. So y'all know how I love finding weird ass drinks in St. Martin. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So far, I think the number one has been the Rude Boy.
Naturally.
Which I have not had on the show in a while, and I think I need to bring it back. I was in a random drugstore tonight. Grocery store, not drugstore. There are drugs there.
I don't do drugs.
This is St. Martin. I found the weirdest freaking drink tonight, and I have to have at least a sip of it. I'm not going to drink this whole thing because it's a 15%er.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you want to save it for next week?
No, because I know it's going to be disgusting. So I'm only going to have a sip. I literally bought it for the show. It is called Irie Moss Strong Bamboo.
Oh God.
It's Irish moss with Jamaican rum.
Oh God.
What's Irish moss? Should I know what
Who knows?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it maybe was a brand.
I think Strong Bamboo is an innuendo.
You think it's for good wood?
I think this is for good wood. It says shake well, feel great.
Oh God.
Strong and smooth is what it says here. And they don't really give much else about it.
Wonderful.
This is what it says on the side. It says, what happens when you set the tone with premium Jamaican rum? Then bring the stamina with strong bamboo Irish moss from the shores of Jamaica. Because we're better to get your Irish moss
than Jamaica.
It's a great time from our powerful, unique blend that invigorates and energizes the body. Unleash the strong bamboo.
Yeah. Make sure you shake it.
You gotta shake it.
Hey, I wouldn't make that motion on the
Yeah,
internet
just
because
shake it.
someone will take that.
That's how you get strong bamboo. You shake it like this. So I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna drink all of it because I know it's gonna be disgusting. The color is questionable. And let's see what it pours like. Oh, it's thick.
Oh, it's thick. God.
Oh, it's like chocolate milk.
No. Phil, don't. That's heartburn juice.
Woo. Okay. It smells kind of good.
I'm like nervous for you.
I think it's that Irish moss.
Yeah, that moss.
Oh, it's like a little bit of gelatin. It's almost like Jell-O meets smoothie.
Hold on. I will say that my mother somehow knew that this was going to be thick. She posted early on, it sounds chewy. So
she knows her Jamaicans.
She knows that strong bamboo.
A little concerned.
Oh. Andrew got it right. I'll let you know in a few minutes, Andrew. Oh, that is. I hate that I kind of like it. I think that's my least favorite part. Is
That
like I'm
checks
kind
out.
of into it.
That checks out.
Is it like
It tastes like chocolate milk. It just straight up chocolate milk. Okay.
God. All right, let's get a different beer in you eventually. Again, we are going to start trivia.
People were in the game and now they've left. We had a bunch of people playing on the bunch of people joined the game and now they're gone. So
why did everyone leave?
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Oh, there they are.
All right. So everybody's on Kahoot that wants to play. Again, tonight I forgot to mention that this beer is called the Hops of Wrath from Dust Bowl Brewing. If you don't notice, I have the shirt.
He does.
I don't fuck around. I am in this game to win it, Phil. Not trivia. I can't play trivia with y'all, but I just mean the beer thing.
I love this shirt so much.
In it to win it.
Oh, it's just lingering.
Yeah, don't linger on it. Don't be the cranberries.
Chase it.
I think we have a slide for this too.
We do.
Yeah, before we Why is that slide so loud?
It is so loud.
Turlock and load. Well done. Malts of
I just like to wake babies up. You're welcome, Andrew and Katie.
That slide is loud. All right. So again, we're playing trivia through Kahoot. Don't forget that this is not only about the correct answer, but the speed in which you answer it. So don't spend a whole lot of time. You don't have to wait for me to finish reading the question. I am going to read it out loud, but as soon as it pops up, you can answer as quick as you can, and hopefully you're correct.
And forewarning, we had a slight delay on the live feed, so the question will pop up prior to us even talking about it. So be ready.
Yep.
Let's just sit here quietly and let the delay catch up.
Yeah, let's.
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm going to give it a minute.
No.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Kahoot.
Oh, damn it. You beat me to it. Oh, this has a countdown as well. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
Quiz.
Yeah. All right. The Dust Bowl of 1930s affected which two states the most? Texas and Oklahoma, Texas and Missouri, Kansas and Oklahoma, Kansas and Idaho.
No.
I assume everyone passed like 7th grade, so this should be
quick.
relatively simple.
Few people did not pass the 7th grade.
Oh, good Lord, me either, because I thought it was Texas and Missouri, and I wrote.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Look, up north, we did not study the Southern stuff.
Yes.
So.
Well, this is not really Southern. This is Midwest.
This is John Steinbeck.
Correct. So it is obviously Texas and Oklahoma. There was a relatively popular book that has stood the test of time that discusses this issue. I'm not going to mention it because it may come up later.
Oh.
God.
Sorry, I didn't know we were. Sorry.
So Malt of Destiny was quick to the draw.
Wicked Pissa is really in there.
Yeah.
Let me just have another sip of this.
No.
No?
You can always tell where people are from. Nothing outside of the Northeast actually mattered anyway. Oh, Oh, Lord of mercy.
Those. All right. We ready for question 2?
I think I'm ready for it.
Go right in.
Yeah,
Here we go. 2 of 6.
All right. What was the name of the main character in the book Grapes of Wrath? Was it Rhett Butler, George Milton, Bernard Marx, or Tom Joad?
Was Rhett Butler the name of... No, that's Brett Butler. What was that show with Brett Butler?
That was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No.
We do our other show on Mondays where we talk about past shows.
Oh my God! Only one person knew it was Tom Joad.
Is Tom Joad really a name?
Dude, maybe I just have a real problem.
Not unusual to make love. But is that not Tom Joad?
It is Tom Joad is the answer, correct. And in everyone's defense, I probably wouldn't know that if it wasn't for the Rage Against the Machine cover of The Ghost of Tom Joad.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I read the book and listened to that song, so double whammy.
Juan, you know I don't wear socks. Get out of here.
He does not have socks on currently. I did check.
Yes, you did. All right.
The old Tom Joad.
Good old Tom Joad. Malt of Destiny still, but Turlock and Load moving up quick.
This next question could be the make or break.
That's true.
All right, we ready for it?
Remember what the next question is.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay.
Together.
All right. Dust Bowl Brewing's Monterey Tap Depot building next. Oh yeah, the building next to Fisherman's Wharf was originally used for what in the 1870s? A fish cleaning station, a train depot, immigrant worker housing, or a trash transfer room for the wharf?
People are flying in quick with these answers. They're
failing miserably. Yeah. It was a train depot, which I thought was interesting because when we were out there, we got the chance to go to the Monterey Tap Depot because we went down to Fisherman's Wharf. I wouldn't have expected like train tracks coming right to that location and through that area. Yeah. Based off of how it's set up now. I mean, obviously, I'm sure it's.
I mean, they have removed.
It's 100+ years ago, but
trains used to rule the U.S. and then
people really used to do some train shit. Man,
and then we just went all in on the cars, and everywhere else was like, we should do trains too.
Well, don't
look. I've been learning all of my American history from HBO specials.
This is my favorite.
I've been watching Gilded Age, and I know a thing or two about some train stations.
I'm so embarrassed.
Just letting
we were there.
I mean, in your fish cleaning station or housing would have also made sense.
Yeah. See, I'm getting trickier with trivia. That's going to be my trivia. Trickier with trivia.
Oh, okay.
Scores stay the same due to everyone getting it wrong. Really killing it out there, people.
Really killing it. Wait,
that's our third question.
Does that mean we get to drink this beer?
Yes. We do.
Yeah.
So we are halfway through trivia, which means that we're going to take the time to crack this beer and sip on it a little bit through the rest of trivia. So that we can get a full round picture of it before we talk about it.
I'm
drinking a whole 19.
I know, but then we can open this one back up.
Okay.
So we don't have two open.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me ask you a question, because on this can it says turn it wrong side up responsibly.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Wrong side up responsibly.
Wrong side up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, drinking, that's confusing.
So again, tonight we are doing an IPA called Hops of Wrath. It is from Dust Bowl Brewing. They're out of Turlock, California. And it is technically our first 19.2 beer to be featured solely on this show. So,
woo. Sorry.
This is like an old classic.
Very bubbly.
This thing's been around for a while. It's a very classic. I've never had this one, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah. I'm always excited for like a good like 6 to 7% just like staple IPA.
The question is though, do I pour this in here?
No, God, no.
Is that not how this works? No, okay.
No.
Just
all right. So we're gonna start working on this beer and then let's get to the next trivia question. All right, Dust Bowl Brewing has how many locations? 1, 2, 3, or 4. This should be the quickest one. Everyone just go wherever you want.
It's clearly one. They're small brewery.
We haven't talked about their second location already.
Yes.
Everyone got it wrong again.
God, I love this game.
You are all getting destroyed by this.
You guys know that we put out like 3 to 4 days in advance what beer we're doing. You could have had plenty of time to do some of this research.
However, in their defense, the last few times we played trivia, it wasn't this like specific to the location.
Because I'm tired of everybody getting shit right. All right. So that being said, they do have 4 locations. Like I said, when we were out in California, we went to the Monterey location, which is just a tap room. We didn't get the opportunity to go to their actual brewery where they do all their beer out of Turlock. And then they have 2 other
near Stockton.
Yeah, it's over near Stockton. So if you leave Santa Cruz, you're going to get on the 1. What are you doing here, Devin? But yeah, they do have 4 locations, so 3 different tap houses. They have their original brew house as well, and that's in Turlock. So I'm looking forward next time we get out there to try maybe 1 or 2 of their other locations as well.
Kevin wants to know if all of them are train depots.
I see you there, Kevin. I did not see it originally. So that answer is no. 2 of them used to be whorehouses. Is that what they called them in the 30s? I'm making that up. I have no idea.
I love how into that I was. I was like, oh, dude, tell me.
Feels like, yes, I'm listening. I'm familiar with these said establishments.
Well, that's how I get my strong bamboo going. You know?
All right, let's get to the next question.
All right. No, we got to see who's in the lead because everyone got it wrong.
Yep. Scores have not changed since question 2.
Nope. Next.
Nailed it. All right. Who was the first brewery to produce and can 19.2 ounce beers in the United States? Sierra Nevada, The Alchemist, New Belgium, or Oscar Blues?
Oh.
What are you guys
got it wrong again?
So this,
for the record, I thought it was New Belgium as well.
Yeah, so this one was interesting because New Belgium is probably one of the better known ones for it because of how well they've made the push with Voodoo Ranger in 19.2 cans. But Oscar Blues was actually the first brewery to do 2 things. 1, to can beer.
Yes.
In the United States. And then 2, they also were the first ones to can in 19.2. So you can get a Dale's Pale Ale, baby, at 19.2 and party hard.
I do like Dale's.
I do as well.
God, Dale's is fantastic. We haven't done Dale's on the show yet.
No, I don't think we have.
We have not. We should do Dale's soon.
Yeah.
We should.
I have some questions for Oscar. So, yeah, we could do that.
Why are you so blue?
Why are you so blue? Oh, I'm drinking the wrong beer.
Hey, he was in the lead. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Ugh.
I'm done. You can find me in a hole. I know nothing. God, you are hard on yourself.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Not as hard as you are if you have one of these.
God,
strong bamboo.
Fuck off this. All right. So what? We have 1 more.
I believe so. Let's do it.
All right, this is your chance.
Last chance.
Daniel was super amped to get a 6-pack of 19.2 cans of Hobbs of Wrath. True or false?
God, when is Daniel not amped? Just
Dave.
all the time. Dave, welcome.
Yeah, buddy. If you don't know Dave from Beer in Front, make sure you go check out his show as well. He does a phenomenal podcast with a lot of good information and just a sexy voice.
And really go back and listen to mine and Dave's review of some Smirnoff Ice. I mean, that alone.
So now, obviously, I was super excited for this.
Very excited.
For the packaging alone. But it's interesting because there are breweries around here that are putting out 19.2s now. And like we talked with Michael about from VBC, a lot of times they're an easy go-to like single for a gas station.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't see a whole lot of packaging of 4 and 6 packs of 19.2s. You see a lot more of the 4 packs of 19.2s out in California, but this is the first one that when we were at the brewery, I was like, hey, we're going to do this beer on the show. He's like, man, just grab a 6-pack. And I was like, okay, cool. And I go over there and they're all 19.2s. And I was like, fucking A, right.
Wow.
We're going to drink. Let's drink.
You normally see like the 3-pack. You see like the where they're all like contained together and that's what I used to see in California, at least.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Phil. I've never seen a 3-pack
I've seen
of
the
beer.
4-pack. Like
No, I always see the 3-pack of the 19.2s. You see them like the Miller Lights. You'll see like 3 of them and they're like saran wrapped together. You and I go to different gas
Yeah.
station.
So no, those are side marts. So like 7-Eleven's a big gas station chain, but if you go to 11th Heaven, who's across the street from them, they will buy 12 packs of Busch Light and cut them in half and saran wrap them so they can sell 6 packs and get twice the money for it. It's illegal, but it's fantastic.
Look, Abby, the strong bamboo does nothing but encourage my brain.
Oh no, it has done a lot of things.
I can't. I gotta wait till we do a review. I can't touch that until we've done the review.
That means whoever was in the lead obviously won because
because whoever answered it quicker. We gotta remember that.
Surely everyone got this pretty quick.
We don't know. Let's see you at the podium. Third.
Turlock and load with a strong finish. Oh no, don't say that. The Malt of Destiny. Congratulations, Malt of Destiny. Make sure you take a screenshot of this so that around Christmas time when you're with your family, you can be like, see, Mom, I know some shit.
2 out of 6.
2 out of 6. Oh, it's gold. It's gold. Well, thank you, everybody, for playing trivia with us. We're going to try to do that with some regularity. And then we are going to try to do maybe one show every now and again that's just pure trivia that's not even about the beer we're having.
Yep.
Yeah,
maybe not even beer trivia.
Maybe not even beer trivia.
If people are into it, we would love to do some trivia nights, give away maybe some prizes. You could get some amazing shirts.
Yes.
I mean, we might even put up one that's pretty famous already.
What?
It's the Put It in My Fooder shirt.
Put
that one up there. Just saying.
And we're not being sexist on that. It's a unisex t-shirt.
Yes.
We made it sure everyone knew.
You got a fooder, we'll put it in there. I think you can say that.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's no rules against it.
I feel comfortable with it. Oh, well, listen, let's talk about this beer. I think we even have a slide for that.
Let's review this beer.
Yeah. That's also a great slide. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
Oh God, I thought that was the.
I know. I thought you were pouring it into the milk thing,
and I was like, "No!"
Right before the review, you think I would do that? I'm not even touching that until the end of the show.
So this is the point of the show where we're going to actually review the beer that we've been having tonight. We do use Untappd to review all of our beers. It's an easy score system for us, and it tracks all of our beers. So if you don't follow us individually on Untappd, or you don't follow the show handle on Untappd, you can find that in the About section. Come play along with us. It's one bottle cap being the worst thing we've ever tasted, and 5 bottle caps being the best thing that's ever been put in our fooder. So 1 to 5 is our scoring system. And again, tonight we are doing Hops of Wrath. It's an IPA from Dust Bowl Brewing. They are out of Turlock, California. Who wants to talk first?
You're on it.
That fucking ain't right. All right. Obviously, you guys know I love IPAs. I always have. It's not going anywhere for me. This is a fantastic beer. It is exactly what you want, like your flagship IPA to be. It's really consistent flavors for anything that you like about an IPA is consistent clean through this beer. So it's got just enough bitterness, but it's not overwhelming. So if you're not a big beer drinker, you could have this beer as a pretty early IPA and still appreciate it. Or if you've been drinking beer a long time and you really like IPAs, it's got enough of a flavor profile that you can appreciate it as well. It's got great color. I fucking dig this beer. It's at 4.25 for me.
I love that you rated it 4.25 and you're like, I dig this beer. I love it. I thought you were going with like a 5.
No. I mean, 4.25 that's good.
Yeah, I know. You were like really going hard on like how much you like.
That's silver medal. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, gold. This is gold. Okay, sorry.
I'm going to jump right on there with you, Daniel. I'm going to give this a 4.25 as well. That was my first thought when I had it. I went, it's a solid beer. It's so good. It's so simple. It's so not simple in that term, but it's like, it's simple in the sense that you drink it and you go, yeah, this is exactly what I want. This is everything I want in a giant can for an IPA. Give me a few of these in my fridge and I'm good to go. Like, it's a repetitive IPA that you would want just kind of always in your fridge. It's one of those IPAs.
Yep.
So is it like this like mind-blowing, oh my gosh, like the best IPA I've ever had? No. But is it like a consistent, I want this all the time, always? Absolutely. So I'm going 4.25 on this as well.
Perfect.
This reminds me of Bell's Two Hearted in a sense of like it's just a really good, solid IPA.
Yep.
It's got just enough of like a piney hop bite to it to still be, you know, an IPA and but it's also got like enough of like a floral note to it that really softens it. So very well balanced. I will also do 4.25.
So if we do the math on that, it's 4.25.
It's AI. It generates it now.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it does it for us.
I love it. So 4.25 is the show score. That's a great score. Really good beer. And within doing some of the research on the brewery, this is pretty much their OG beer. They distribute pretty heavily nowadays. They've got a ton of different options, but this is one of their main staples that's available everywhere. And obviously for a great reason. Oh, and I did forget that. Yeah, Kevin has this beer. Great balance between the bitterness, flavor, and aroma. Could not agree more. Yep. Gabriel, also, I'm going to get on board with you. I love huge cans.
It's fair.
Gabriel.
It's definitely the beer that you're like, yeah, let's throw that in a 19.2 and put it in gas stations.
Yep, like 100%. Or sell it in a 6-pack of 19.2s for good reason. Because like you said, it is a beer that I feel pretty comfortable. You can keep in the fridge. And whenever I want an IPA, I'm glad that one's there.
Yeah, that's 100% what this beer is to me.
Yeah, I dig it.
All right. So now my review.
I was waiting for this.
The Strong Bamboo.
Yes.
No, I don't think I can. I'm so concerned about what this is. So I'm going to put this over here.
Leave it out and see if like a gremlin grows from it.
It's going to curdle. I know
it's going to curdle.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, we are at a point in the show where we have a few extra minutes, which is rare at this point in the show. So we could.
Are we going to?
We could talk about what we. I love that slide as well. It's fantastic.
I love how long it drags.
Yeah, like I keep waiting for it to end. I was literally leaning into the screen.
Yeah, it just keeps going. Like, we don't have time to do it after we watch the slide.
We're actually out of time now. That was our favorite slide.
That's what we wish would actually be.
Yeah, the slide. Yeah. So this is a portion of the show. If you're familiar with us, we don't do it every week, but when we get a little bit extra time, we like to pull it out. What?
No.
Continue. I want to know where this is going.
Yeah, no, it wasn't going anywhere because I pulled out that slide. So
this is our OG segment.
Yeah, this is kind of what the show, one of the first ideas we had about the show was to once a week or nowadays, once whenever we feel like it, take a second to reflect on what we wish was actually beer versus what it really is. So it could be anything from the history of your life or the world or something that happened to you this morning. So if you're in the comments section, make sure you leave us a note of what you wish was beer versus what it actually is. And I know we sprung this on everybody because it was kind of last minute because we had time. So do you want me to go first?
I got one.
Oh, you got one? Go ahead. Yeah. I don't want to stop that. Yeah.
Time in the day. I wish time in the day was beer because I can pretty much always have one more beer. I'll regret it, but I have been known to have that one extra beer. I cannot make one extra hour.
Yes.
And that is frustrating.
That is frustrating.
Because I think I can't work
Daylight savings time. You get that one extra hour.
Yeah, but then you lose it again.
Nah, you're right. I forgot about
how you look at it.
Depends. Yeah, pessimist.
I'm just saying, it's not like you gain it forever. I could gain this beer forever. I mean, I'll pee it out eventually, but yeah.
No. All right, Phil, what do you got? I know you think of these daily and you have a whole running list of them.
Oh my gosh, I have so many. Tonight it's I wish that this is gonna be a weird one. I wish that men above 65 who go bike riding in St. Martin were beer.
Boy, that is very
Hear me out.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'm following.
So I met 2 old men, and they were like, "You gotta come mountain biking with us."
You got a bike, bro.
I was like, "I'm in." And if you've ever been to St. Martin, you would know that you should not be biking on the roads in St. Martin. Not safe. But these 2 old men clearly were all in. And I should have known the second that they were in spandex that this was going to be an adventure.
Yeah, they were serious bikers.
Yes, serious bikers. One was wearing the like boots that clip in. Like these guys were serious.
Yeah.
And I am not. And so if they were beer, I would have just been like, let's go and just cheers and like had a great day. Instead, I just went up mountains and wanted to die and almost died. And they, you know when you see it all. Okay, here's the thing, real quick. Then Daniel, you'll go, but we got some time, so I'm going to drag this on a little bit longer.
Fair, yeah. Pretend it's the slide.
If an older gentleman looks at you and says, "I'm into mountain biking," and you look at his body and you go, "There's no fucking way that this old man is into mountain biking," make sure you check his calves first. I didn't check the calves.
Calves are important.
I got on that bike and I looked at the guy I was following, and he had like the veins like popping out of his calves, and I went, "Oh, I'm in for it.
I'm in trouble."
Yeah. So that's if it was beer, I'd understand the whole thing. I'd be all on board. Yep, but I do not understand. Although I think we should call our next beer "Old Man Biking Calves." And I think it would go over really well.
And make it like the size of a what's the Jamaican beer?
Yeah, and we'll have bumps like
short and round
veins on the can.
Yeah,
Old man calves.
Old man calves. Right. Abby wishes that crappy Christmas movies were beer. That way I would have had so many more beers this weekend. Oh, you doubled down on Christmas movies this weekend. That's fun.
Abby, what's a good one right now? I don't even know the new ones this season.
There aren't any.
Family Switch.
Family Switch.
What is Family Switch?
It's on Netflix.
I'm not going down this rabbit hole.
I watched it last night. It's actually pretty funny.
Was it worth it? Like,
I mean, is any Christmas movie?
That's what I mean. Like, was it worth it?
Are you looking to have time watching a Christmas movie and giggling for?
Yes.
We watched
yes,
movies.
It is great.
If it's not Santa Claus, I'm not giggling. Tim Allen.
No, it's got Jennifer Garner in it.
Oh God, even better. All right. So Katie wishes that the Stars were beer. They recently moved, and she lives in the middle of nowhere now. And there's so many stars I never saw 40 minutes south of here.
Yeah, when we turn our lights off, it's pretty amazing. Now we're in like our backyard, and
we are
still not quite as north as you all.
All right. My wish your beer is easy because it popped in my head this morning very early for some reason. I wish taxes were beer. Because then I'd be looking forward to fucking April of next year. I thought about it this morning.
My birthday's April. You should look forward to it.
Look forward to it every year.
Jealous of your life.
Very close to the 15th of April, which I just, man, it's a constant struggle in my head that time of year. But yeah, if it was beer, I would have woke up this morning and gone, fuck, I'm probably going to have a great beer April 15th next year, just as a general plan. But instead, I woke up and was like, fuck. Hey, taxes.
You should do what I did. You should avoid your taxes and move to the Caribbean. Win-win.
This show is being bankrolled by Phil St. Martin Bank Account. Oh, I love it. I love it.
All based off our shirt money.
Yeah, all off shirt money. So we're running out of time here. Let's talk about next week. Next week, we are actually going to do a cider. This is going to be our first real true cider on the show. Phil is against it because he says the show's not called Wish You Were Cider, which is why he left. So I'll be interested to hear all of Phil's opinion on who gives a shit. He's not even in the room. But we're going to be doing a cider from Posterity Cider Works, and they are out of California. I cannot pronounce the name of the town. It's down there at the bottom.
Makalumi, nay.
You're thinking of Malakaliki Maka, and it's Christmas time, so I would know why that jumps in your head.
That's fine.
But okay. They're out of California, and fun fact here, this is a friend of Tiffany's that was actually kind enough to give us some of these ciders that we had on tap at our wedding.
Yes.
Not on tap. We had them bottled.
If you were at the wedding, we are doing the ciders from the wedding.
Yes.
And a lot of very fun facts about this cidery. You should check them out. And if you're,
we'll get there next week.
I understand. Yeah. I'm just saying,
look, I'm excited to talk to them because they're coming on the show.
They are.
I'm thrilled and excited for them to try to convince me why they should be on the show, because that's my first goal. It's going to be like, why are you here? And
maybe don't drink 12 beers before that show if they're going to be with us.
Well, fine, I'll drink 12 ciders. So I'll be sober. Okay.
This one is actually
but that's in cider.
This one's an 8.4% alcohol.
No. The percentage is different in cider.
Okay.
Listen, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Always great to have people in the comments. Always great to play trivia. We do this every Thursday night, 8 p.m. So if you want to subscribe, you want to hang out with us, you want to get notifications that we're going live, please follow us everywhere you can get us. If you have anybody who's a big beer fan like we are, or know people that are getting into beer, make sure you share it with them as well. Go to the website, hang out with us every week. We love doing this show, and it's even more fun when we have a lot of people playing along with us.
Yeah, it's been great. Just come on.
Is that it? I think I wrapped it up.
You did. I have nothing to add. I have nothing to add.
It was like one of the cleanest endings, and I almost
really
wanted to make it worse.
And then here we are, still talking.
Yep, just still talking.
I mean, you looked at me like I had something else to add, and I was like, I don't have.
Look, guys, this strong bamboo has kicked in.
Oh no!
I don't know if we should talk after this show. Is it still live? Oh no!
We'll figure this shit out one day.
I don't know how this show works.